And hello, welcome to Colona Now Live. I'm Jason Mann with Jim Check with your headlines for the afternoon. And to start things off, it looks like users of the former Lakeview system have access to a new water system as of tomorrow, I guess.
And mid-October, the city said expected the multi-million-dollar infrastructure project would be up and running by the end of November. Well, it's right on schedule.
Now, this is the West Side and Rose Valley, is that right?
Yeah, you betcha.
Lithium-ion battery cell production plant that costs more than $1 billion.
There with Premier David Eby, and they jointly announced the new E1 Moly facility will be bolster Canada's role as a global leader in clean technology. The province is contributing up to $80 million, with $970 million come from the feds, E1 Moly, and some private sources. The plant will produce high-performance lithium cell batteries found in numerous products, including vacuums, medical devices, power and garden. Tells when it's going to begin, but expected to create 450 permanent jobs. Well, that's good news, right? We just did that Energize show.
It'll be on the headlines for the next episode, I guess. Another chase. Kamloops residents arrested after an overnight crime spree that led police from Chase to Hope.
So the chase that started in Kamloops, suspects fled, married cops helped out. The chase that started in Chase ended in Hope, with the first suspect found in a tree. Nice. And the other one arrested, brought into custody after being found in a room of a resident at a care home that he'd broken into.
Oh, geez. Just
More details on that, you can find that. Well, both suspects are being held in court in Hope there. So you can find out more on that story if you go to colonanow.com.
It looks like the South Okanagan Event Center has a band coming ahead in May. Tickets are going on sale for.
Foreigner? Wow. That's backed by Headpins. Now that brings back the 80s.
That is.
There's lots of great songs from there, right? So, nice.
Foreigner's pretty cool. I'd see Foreigner. That's pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
not sure why that one got in that order, but there you go, Foreigner.
Now, it looks like there's a bit of a tussle in the community.
Not in my backyard kind of thing.
Given the number of developments happening in Colona, I guess you'd think that the proposed construction of an 8-townhouse unit near the hospital would seem inconsequential, but the Colona South Central Association of Neighborhoods is getting together. And
I think that's that Abbott area group. So Abbott's a beautiful area of Colona, so which is home to the historic Catter House. So they're saying they want to add some units in there.
Yeah, so is this an add-on to Catter House then, or is it a demol?
Looks like that, because that looks like Catter House there in the front, doesn't it?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Find out more at colonanow.com. 2 more closures of Highway 97 scheduled if you travel to the south. There you go. You can expect some delays Thursday and Friday of this week.
Yeah, from 11 a.m. till noon on Thursday, and then between 11 and 12:30 on Friday. So
More
plan your
blasting.
trips accordingly.
More blasting. BC real estate sales and prices bumped up slightly in October compared with a year ago, what is being described as a balanced market. So I know that we had a nosedive in August. Thanks for the...
I think the good news is, I think we talked about it this morning, the good news is it sounds like many of the large financial institutions in the United States are calling for rate cuts in the new year. So they're thinking that the rates are going to go back down to 2.75. Inflation came in cooler this morning in the U.S., and that's happening here. We're starting to see recessionary climate too, so we're seeing some pressure that rates need to come down. So that's great news.
Yeah. There's a nursing group claiming that new BC public consumption law breaches drug users' Charter of Rights.
A group of nurses filed a civil claim in BC Supreme Court arguing that the province's new public drug-taking law is unconstitutional. The Harm Reduction Nurses Association contends that restricting public consumption of illegal substances infringes on the drug users' charter rights. So this law prohibits the consumption of illegal substances in various public places, including within 6 meters of a public entrance or a building entrance, including businesses or residential buildings, within 6 meters of a bus stop, within 15 meters of playgrounds, spray and wading pools.
And so they're saying no, they should be able to do drugs wherever
anywhere
they want.
Yeah, that's correct. Police can arrest people who refuse to comply with that order.
Yeah. So, there's a really delicate balance there between...
you just did a show on that too, right?
Yeah, I did. I just interviewed the manager of Ozanam House, and Dr. Gabor Mate is coming here to speak on addiction, trauma, and its effect on addiction and our toxic culture and stuff like that. And I think it was an insightful conversation. And one of the things that he said, it was actually off mic, off camera after the fact, but there's a line, compassion is one thing, but you also have to hold people accountable. And I think I feel like that's maybe, if I'm going to editorialize, perhaps taking away that responsibility that perhaps people, even if you are addicted, need to have some sort of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Be held accountable, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's out of my depth for sure. There's people a lot smarter than me that have better information than I do. So.
Yeah. And I do have a fairly... firm opinion for various reasons, but anyways, it's an interesting headline and an interesting movement there by those nurses.
So an undercover sting operation.
Peachland Liquor Store, is that the one?
Yeah, caught selling liquor by an undercover minor agent. So they go into these liquor stores and I guess they try to buy liquor and see if anybody will sell it to them.
And so it was the agent is a minor?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they went in there and they never got asked for ID. And so they could face up to 7 to 11 day suspension and a $7,000 to $11,000 fine. Is that 7-Eleven kind of like weird there? 7-Eleven. 7 to 11 days and $7,000 to $11,000.
But if you got heroin, don't worry. Just head on down to your corner store and crack it open there.
I don't know. I think I would say that's a bit of different because the people that are doing this are with their faculties probably and making decisions where it's you may have I don't know. I wouldn't mix those two.
Well, I don't know. It
anyway,
seems like an
back
policy,
to this story. The Sunnyside Market in Peachland was let go with a warning because the employee supposedly had worked a shift before and was tired and didn't make the right decision at the time.
Yeah.
So.
Certainly not the best situation there. UBCO runner earning an all-Canadian honors at Cross Country Nationals. This is Tori Bauk, who's maybe having to travel across the country now to compete at the 2023.
So is she going to run across country? You get it?
Yeah, no, it looks like she could, though.
Yeah, there you go. UBC Okanagan Heat cross-country runner raced alongside some of the best in Canada at Thames Valley Golf Course in her hometown of London, Ontario. Isn't that awesome? That's great. Congrats. She led for much of the race, pacing the pack through the opening 5 kilometers, was started to get overtaken in the final 3 kilometers of the event. So there you go. And Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Colona Tim Hortons is raising funds for Joanna's House with Holiday Smile Cookie Campaign.
Yeah, Joanna's House, that's the founders of the Prestige.
That's right, yeah.
So from November 13th to 19th, proceeds will be collected with 50% going to Joanna's House, and the other half will support Tim's Camps. There you go. Have a smile cookie. And smile cookies have been doing this for about 25 years, eh?
Is that right?
Yeah. This sounds cool.
This is Oliver's District Wine Village opening their outdoor skating rink with, get this, synthetic ice.
There you go. A new outdoor skating rink has been added to the center of the property, but you won't see any Zambonis on this sheet of ice. Yeah. There you go.
Year-round, too, I guess. When it's 30 degrees, you're still skating.
They probably won't have it then, but I think they have a pool there or something. Maybe worth the trip to Oliver. Yeah. Just make sure you take a driver with you, because I think they have a lot of wine there as well. So if you're going to go there, make sure you...
I thought you were going to say they have a lot of golf courses
there. Take a driver with you.
Yeah.
There is a really good golf course out there as well. Fairview. Mm-hmm. But I think it's closed.
Take a couple of drivers then.
Take a couple of drivers. Yeah, take somebody to drive. Head down there, take a pair of skates, and make sure they're sharp. I think you need sharp skates to drive on, or to skate on synthetic ice. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
Yeah. We took the family to Rutland Arena this weekend for the family skate at 1 o'clock, and it was really busy.
It always is, yeah. It's been busy for a long time. That's a great place to go for a skate. I think CNC has that as well. Mm-hmm. I don't know what days they offer that.
Yeah, but sure Saturday and Sunday at 1 that Rutland does for sure. So
they go around circle, right? Yeah. Keep going round and round and round.
They had both rinks going there and lots of folks getting out. So
The auction's still going on in Colona now, so head to the auction if you're looking for any great gifts or stuff for yourself.
Colona.auctionnow.ca or
just go to colonanow.com, easier, and find the auction link at the top of the nav bar.
And we're about halfway through the month, so the auction goes till the end of the month. Some items, though, are ending or expiring, closing today, and some in a few days. Here we have like some that are like 3 hours left.
That burger looks interesting for tonight.
Oh, the fat burger. Yeah, let's see that gift card.
That's there
Okay.
you go.
Well,
There you go.
there you go. The
That was where your old office is, right?
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
right beside. Been to the fat burger there a few times.
Oh yeah.
There's still just
There's
a
the keg.
ton
Keg's
of-
always a great place to go. Anyway, head to the auction, grab some stuff, support local, get out there, subscribe to our newsletter.
You can do that at colonanow.com as well. It's in the main nav. It'll lead you right to the page where you can subscribe. It's absolutely free. We deliver concise email with the day's news first thing in the morning, the weather forecast at 7 a.m.
And we do listen. We got some feedback this morning. Some of that feedback was
Good.
Fix the camera angles. We did. We tried. So you let us know if we got anywhere on that. And you said one hat or two hats. I don't know. I'm all about the hat. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Fix the chair though. Said you were sitting too high or something like that.
I think we fixed
What was
that.
the other feedback?
I don't know. There was mic modulation. I think it's just your voice, though.
It's my voice that modulates.
We'll be looking to improve the mic.
Prove me.
Yeah. AI can take care of that, I'm sure.
Max Headroom could do it. Yeah, so feedback, constructive criticism, always welcome. We just want to help inform the public and try to make ourselves relevant in this ever-changing world with Bill C-18 kind of taking away some of our mojo.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a fun way to kind of share the news and the day's events.
Hey, you know what?
YouTube.
The Prime Minister's there with EB there announcing that $1 billion battery plant. He could come around here and announce that he's going to get rid of that Bill C-18 so that we can actually interact with the audience that we grew over the past 10 years.
Yeah, well, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Just saying. You're already out this way.
All right. Well, as you can tell, we're grateful for you joining us here today. We sure do appreciate it. Colona is our home. We live here. We're not funded by the government. We're independent. And we're really just trying to reflect and share what's going on in the community and make sure that you have access to that information. So until tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we'll be back with the headlines.
9 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Sorry about being late. We're trying to get through all that feedback we got there.
Until then, have a great night.